Can you call the witness?
Mr. Witness, as a matter of routine, I have to remind you that you are still on the oath for continuation of your testimony before this commission.
Okay.
Thank you. Madam Chair, over to you.
All right, thank you.
Sorry, Council, before you proceed. Mr. Ture, can you please take us through quickly from 2019, what was the projected income, the actual income that was accrued, and the expenditure? Just to highlight those things.
2019.
Yes, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022, based on the budgets you have submitted. I think you have the 2022 with you over there, right?
Yes.
So I'll give you the 2020, 2021. You have the 2022 and the 2019. Assistant Registrar, just run us through how much income was estimated for 2018, if you have the 2018 budget.
I don't
how
have
much
that
was?
one. I don't have that one with me. Yeah.
You don't have 2018.
I submit there. I submit that one. I don't have it here.
You submitted it here.
Yes, 2018 to 2022.
But I have you have the 2022. I gave you that one. You were going through that one.
Yeah.
Yes. You have the 2022 with you? 22. Do you have a copy of the...
What I'm looking for. Okay, yes. Yes, I have that.
Yes, so now kindly run us through what was the estimated revenue that was earned by the council in 2018 and what was expended. What was the actual expenditure for 2018, then 2019, just the total sum. Estimated budget, what was accrued in terms of revenue actually earned, and what was total expenditure.
Sorry, because I don't have the 2018 budget.
Is this what you attached on your statement?
Yes. No, but this morning I bring 2018.
Yes. let me give you 2018. You have the 2020, a copy of the 2019, 18, 19, 20, 21, and you have 22. So run us through the estimated budget for 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021, 22.
Uh, 2019, the estimated budget is...
No, 2018. It's a one-page document, right?
Yes, 2018,
Yeah.
the total revenue is 22,966,327 dollars is 37 butus.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the expenditure, total expenditure for 2018?
2018, the total expenditure is 22,960,372 dollars.
Okay, what was 2019?
2019. The 2019, the estimated revenue is 29,943,901 dollars is 80 butus.
Yes, total expenditure.
The total expenditure is 29,943,901 dollars point 80 butus.
Yes, 2020. In this budget, are you able to see actually how much revenue actuals? Are you able to tell me what the actuals are
No,
from the budget for each year?
Maybe
You
let
know,
me finish.
the amounts we are quoting are the estimated revenue.
Yeah, that's the summary
yes,
sheet, yeah.
Yes, that is the estimated revenue.
Yes.
But does the budget give you the actual revenue that was actually collected for the year?
Maybe let me cross check it because this one I'm reading the summary sheet first.
Yes, okay.
Maybe actuals I have to go to the revenue line by line and see.
Okay. So you don't have anywhere to show you, to give you the total actual revenue that was collected?
No, let me just read this thing first after I cross check
okay.
and see.
Okay, no problem.
2020, the estimated revenue is 39,579,890 dollars. For that of expenditure, is the revenue is 39,055,068 dollars point 57 butus. The expenditure is 39,579,890 dollars.
So in 2020 you have a deficit.
Yeah, deficit of $524,821 point 43 butus.
Yes, 2021.
2021, the expected revenue is 60 dollars is
60,000.
Yeah, $60,184 point 55 butus. The expenditure is $19,562.
And what was the deficit?
The deficit is 1,959,377.45.
2022?
2022, the expected revenue is $40,998,637 is 5 buttons. The expenditure is $40,998,337 is 0.5 buttons.
So now looking at this, the reason why I asked you to read out this, it seems that for most of this budget, these budgets over the period under review, the revenue you have is the revenue you totally spend at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Because that is the trend we have seen.
Yeah.
Is that what happened in reality?
Yeah, because councils are doing cash accounting, so how much we receive, that's how we spend.
So in 2022, your actuals were 40,998,637.05.
Actuals?
Yes, your actual.
For 2022?
2022. Because you have said your expenditure in 2022 is 40,998,637.05.
Yes.
So which means in 2022 you generated revenue of 40 million.
No, because if you go to the actual, you will see the differences.
Then why did you indicate that your expenditure is 40 million?
Because based on this, the revenue we project, that's the revenue we make sure our 40%, 60% is equal to the revenue we are expecting for that particular year.
No, we are not talking about the 40-60%, because what the law is saying is that 60% of the revenue you earn should go into development projects.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And 40% should go to recurrent expenditure. Right? So my question is, you have indicated that the estimated revenue you are going to generate for the year 2022, you understand, is 40,998,637.5. And you said your expenditure for that year is going to be the same amount.
Yes.
So now, can you tell me now, go into the budget and tell me how much you actually generated in 2022, because this is the estimate, and how much you actually expended.
Okay, that one I think 2023 budget will have to justify it, because at the end of the day, before we do our projection, the estimated amount for 2022, we will attach the actuals. From actual, after that, we will do the projection for 2023.
Okay, let's go.
So whereby here in 2020, the projected amount is...
No, go to 2021 so that we can get clarity. Go to 2021.
21, okay.
Yes. So give me the actuals of 2021, actual revenue generated and actual expenditure made.
Okay. So 2021 approved budget is 39,060,000. That is 184.55. If you go to actual as at September 2021, actual as at September 2021, the total amount is $796,592.51. That's the actual for 2021.
For 2021?
Yes.
That is, you estimated 39 million
yes.
as revenue that you will earn.
Yes.
But you ended up earning 30 million.
30 million, yeah.
Yes. So what was your expenditure against that 30 million?
This actuals for September is at That's 2021. This is the
No, it should not be actuals as at September 2021. It should be actuals as at December 2021.
yeah. At the time we are preparing the budget, the actual as at
No, this
2020.
is 2021. We are not talking about 2022.
I understand.
Yes.
I think this actual September 2021. That's what I'm trying to explain. The time we are preparing this budget, this is the actual we have at that time. So any amount we receive, that's the total amount we have spent.
How much did you spend in 2021?
2021.
Yes.
Actual as at September is 30 million 796,592 $6.51.
Where is that reflected? At what page?
These are the actual. You go to revenue. If you go to revenue,
Revenue.
yeah, just the revenue. You just say actuals, approve and actual. On top, maybe first
The
page.
first page.
Yes, the total revenue.
For 2021.
Yes,
What I see here is revenue is 39
yes,
million.
yes,
Non-tax is 28 million. Right?
yes.
Then you have expenditure 41 million. I haven't seen the 30 million that you are talking about.
40 million, like?
41 million expenditure.
No. Here I'm seeing $30 million actual.
Can I, Deputy Registrar, can I have it?
This and this. This is the approved. This the approved.
No, Mr. Ture, you are looking at the wrong document. I ask you to look at the 2021 budget, not the 2022. You are looking at the 2022.
Okay, I think
As
you
of
want us.
September.
You want me to explain how do I arrive at the actual at that time. So that's why I'm
Okay.
trying to
Okay.
explain
Yes.
the annual the amount we receive and the approved one. So the actual as of September.
So for 2021, 39 was approved, and actual September was 30,796,000.
Yes.
Okay. So can we go to it is correct that there are so many things included in the budget that made the budget unrealistic. Is it correct? There are budget lines that were included in the budget that made it unrealistic.
Yes, that can be possible.
Yes, Council, you may proceed.
Yes, so thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson.
Deputy Registrar, can you have the exhibits, all of the documents I gave to you?
Welcome back, Honorable Commissioners. So today,
Yes.
so your additional statement is in the with respect to the monies that you transacted in the account of the area council.
Yes.
But there are also transactions as well you have done with respect to the account of the finance director, his personal account. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
So it is based on those that you gave the additional statement.
Yeah.
Now, do you have the copy of your statement with you?
Yes, I have.
So you made some withdrawals. We start with the account of the finance director. What can you tell us about the nature of those withdrawals?
The nature of those withdrawals, he normally sent to a bank, and I go and withdraw money from his account, and I come and give it to him.
And why will he send you to the bank?
Sometimes if I'm going to the bank, maybe if I'm fine, okay, let me send you to the bank. You go and withdraw this money for me. So
sometimes what? Excuse me.
As I used to go to the bank and withdraw money for him to come and give it to him.
I said,
in his account, yeah.
Yes, why
you
will
will
you
send
do
me, yeah, you just send me to the bank.
The bank.
Yeah.
So you have withdrawn in the year 2021, in the second month, that is February,
Okay.
$10,000, is that correct?
Yes.
And then 8,000 in the same year, in April. You also withdrew 19,000 in June.
Yes.
And the same month, 7,000. Subsequently, 19,000 same month,
Yes.
and 6,000 same month.
Yeah.
So you were saying all of these transactions, he will just send you to go and withdraw money.
Yes.
What was your what office were you holding at the time?
That time I was budget officer.
The budget officer.
I'm the budget officer. Yeah.
Now, were you at some point, did you realize at some point that his personal account is said to be a business account?
No, I don't realize that.
Okay. So you also made some withdrawals with respect to the accounts of the area council.
Yes.
I believe in your capacity as both when you were senior revenue collector.
Yeah, accounting assistant and senior revenue collector.
Collector, and also in your capacity as the budget officer.
Yes.
So most of these withdrawals, why were they, these checks put in your name?
For example, some of the withdrawals, most of them they are my personal withdrawals, maybe my night allowances and my per diem. And there's a payment, there's a various payments too, where there's a pending payments. That time the cashier is somehow busy, and they put check on my name for me to go and withdraw and pay settle those pending vouchers.
Who's I don't understand. Are payments not supposed to be made in the name of the suppliers or the contractors? Why would they be put in your name?
Yeah, to be honest, that's a wrong accounting, because by right,
that is what?
Yeah, it's a wrong accounting, but by right, it should be the names of the holders or the vendors' names should be on the check for them to go and withdraw for themselves.
Yes.
Not me. Yeah.
So, but then, have you ever queried this?
Yeah, I queried certain time. I went up to CEO's office. I told him that, well, what we are doing to me is a wrong accounting, because we have vendors and their names and their maybe they have account numbers. Whoever we want to pay, if we give service to council, we should put his or her name on the check for them to go and withdraw, but not the staffs of the council. We're going and withdrawing money and come and settle those vendors.
When did you complain this?
I complained this several times, I think 2021, 2022, earlier.
But you have been withdrawing since 2020?
Yeah,
all the way to 2022?
Sorry, there is evidence that withdrawals were made in 2018.
Yes, 2018.
Yes, 2018. Yes. 11th of October 2018.
Yes, I have that one.
You have that?
I'm just going by the audit report first, and then I will deal with this one.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. Yes, so since 2020, as per the audit report, you have been doing that?
Huh?
Since 2020, as per the system audit?
Yes.
There were evidences that you have been making withdrawals, and you said you've complained this in 2020.
Yes.
But I am saying all the way through 2022, still you were engaging in withdrawing monies from the account, even though you have said you have complained that payments to be made to suppliers or vendors, the check should be in their names.
Yes.
So why do you still keep on doing it?
Maybe that's a human error, because sometimes what happened is, I think I can remember, there's 400,000 withdrawn by me, and I deposited 300,000 to Vista.
We will come to that. We'll come to the specifics regarding the amounts of money you've withdrawn.
So that what will happen is the council may need certain transaction, maybe for instance a salary.
Yes.
We need to pay salary, and there's a huge amount of money at the trust bank, the Vista bank accounts. So we withdraw cash and go and deposit directly to that bank for staff to have access to their salaries.
Is that the most efficient way of transferring money from bank to bank?
No.
What would be the most efficient way?
The most efficient way should be a bank transfer.
Well, how will we know that the 100,000 that you have withdrawn is the same amount of money, is the same money that you have deposited in another bank? If you do not do it bank to bank transfer, how would we know?
Because that the case of those kind of transaction, maybe if you do that kind of bank transfer or clearing system, for example, we draw a check, a trust bank check, we send it to Vista Bank. It have to take a process of a clearing system, and sometimes some of the staffs will not understand.
You don't have to draw a check. I think we have a banker here.
Yeah. Huh?
I said you may not have to draw a check. I think we have a banker here. But what I'm telling you is, you withdrawing the money physically. You withdrawing the money physically and then taking the same amount or part of it to another bank for salary doesn't make sense.
Yes.
You know that is really open to some fraudulent practices, because there would be amounts of money that you may not be that you cannot account for. Is that not the case?
Yes, that can be.
Is that the case?
That can be, yeah.
Now, let's first go through the audit report finding. And we also have evidence, as the Madam Chair has already shown or drawn my attention to. Since 2018, you've been making withdrawals from this very account.
Yeah.
And as per the audit report, it is about $376,000. No, $764,000 withdrawal.
Yes.
And if you go by since 2018, it's almost $2 million.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Now, okay, 2020 you withdrew 10,000, then from Ajib, then 20,000, but the biggest amounts are 175,000 in 2020 in the first month. That's January 2020. Do you recall what that withdrawal was for?
Which amount?
Trust Bank, first 27th of January 2020, you withdrew about $175,000.
Yes, that's a various payment. There's a pending payments for
various vendors.
Cancelled. Yes.
Various vendors.
Yes.
And they are in your name.
Yes, the check was drawn by my name.
Do you know whether did you effect those payments to the vendors?
Yes, I effect those payments, and the vouchers has been reconciled by the Director of Finance, and they are put in the cash.
By Director of Finance. The auditor could not reconcile these withdrawals.
I reconcile, and the finance team.
Yes.
How to call it? The commissioners went there for these statements. I think they have my copies. And my originals are here.
The what?
They have my copies. They photocopy the transaction, because the police investigation was there, serious crime, and I have reconciled with them.
You've reconciled with the police?
Yes.
And as far as you're concerned, you've established all relevant withdrawals through vouchers. Were there all the vouchers present?
Yes.
No, that is not the story we have. But then I wouldn't get into that.
Okay.
But the auditor, if you have a system report on page 41, I'm not sure whether you have the system report, but then the auditor is 41? No, not 41. I beg your pardon. The auditor said that 51 million was withdrawn by the accounts department.
Yes.
Do you follow? $51 million.
Yes.
And out of those $51 million, that amount, you withdrew more than $400,000.
Yes.
Which you could not establish.
No, the time of system auditing,
yes.
I came for my studies in university, and I was not engaged. Because if I'm engaged, I think I can prove myself at that time, but I was not engaged. The police, I went to the police, and they called, I tell them, the evidence are in Basse. So that's the time I went to Passy and I reconciled with them.
You reconciled with the auditors?
The police, the time of the process, the auditors, that time of the auditing, I was not engaged.
Now, where are these vouchers?
The original vouchers, they are here.
They are?
They are here. I came.
The vouchers?
Yes.
You came with all the vouchers?
Yes.
Regarding which payments? All these payments?
Yes.
Mentioned from which year?
2020 to 2022.
From 2020 to 2022. So all these withdrawals, you have vouchers for them?
Yes.
So how about the withdrawals in 2018?
No, 2018, that was audited and it's been reconciled.
That was?
That was audited. It's audited by the national audit.
Do you have?
And the main cash book is there to justify all those withdrawals.
2019?
2019 also is audited by the national audits, and everything is reconciled by the finance director.
Do you have a copy of the audit that actually proved that it was reconciled?
No, I don't have that copy of those things.
So how do you know how do you know it was really reconciled by the auditor?
Because a national audit, if they came or any queries they have, they will make sure they tender that queries to the finance director, and the management respond will.
So I have a problem when you say that clearly most of these payments or withdrawals, you have vouchers for them. Of course, we will now tell you what to do with those vouchers. But in your statement,
I mean the vouchers I have here is 2020 to 2022.
Yes, that's what I'm
because
saying.
That one I was not consulted. Yeah.
So you gave a statement at the police before the investigation, the one you have with you. So your second paragraph, can I refer you to the statement? When you said that I normally receive signed checks in my name from the Director of Finance, Lyman Suso, and CEO Usman Ture is certainly aware of these payments, a signatory and Chief Accounting Officer of the Council. I can remember on 2 occasions that Director of Finance Lyman Suso gave me the sum of $50,000 and $284,000 to be deposited into Council's account. However, I believe these are revenues from collectors.
Yes.
So you were given a check of $50,000 in one occasion?
No, it was not a check. That was a cash deposit by me. I deposited that 50,000 to the Vista Bank.
Okay, you were given a cash?
Yeah, these ones. They are cash.
And then you gave 26,000 to who?
No, this one, I think they are revenues from the revenue collectors give surrendered that money to the Director of Finance, and I checked this money I deposited
Can you come again?
Vista.
Let me try to understand you. So monies were given to you?
Yes.
How much?
That's 50,000.
Dollars.
50,000.
By?
Director of Finance.
To do what with the money?
I took and deposit.
All the money?
Yes.
So what follows after that? Did you do that?
Yes, of course.
Now, what happened then with these $26,000?
26,000 also is a deposit.
So there are on 2 occasions.
Yes.
So you said these were monies that were taken from the revenue collectors.
Yes.
But why would you take monies from the Director of Finance to, which you believe were taken from collectors to go and deposit in the bank?
Maybe sometimes what will happen is sometimes if the collectors went for collection and that particular day they cannot able to deposit because maybe the bank have because the time of bank maybe 4 o'clock. The time they come from the field it's after 4. I think they will surrender these monies to the Director of Finance.
Is that the procedure as well?
Yes, that can be possible because
is that a procedure? Is that what should happen?
Yeah, sometimes that's what should happen.
No. We know for a fact that monies that are collected by the collectors should be deposited to the bank. It is their responsibility.
Yes.
So you should not be taking monies from the finance director to do that.
No, what happens is sometimes some of the collectors are not within Basse. They are far from Basse. If they come, at the end of the day, if the bank is closed, What will do, they will surrender the money to the director of finance.
That is not correct. That's
it's-
what I am saying.
it's not correct.
Or are you saying it is a very correct practice?
Yeah, no, it's not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, in the first paragraph, with the $100,000, you said you hand over to Lamin Suso.
Yes,
Where was that?
that was salaries.
That was for?
Salaries for September.
Can you read the first paragraph, please?
Yes, 400,000. Okay. In the matters regarding cash withdrawals from the council's account, amounting to $764,000 is $559. I remember the most of the withdrawals are allocated to the chairman and other expenses. There is $400,000 withdrawn on September 8, 2021, in which I was assigned to deposit $300,000 into Vista Bank for salaries, and remaining $100,000 was handed over to the Director of Finance, Lamin Susu.
So you withdrew $400,000.
Yes.
Who gave you the check?
Director of Finance.
And then what was the check for? Do you know?
The check is for salaries. I deposit 300 for Vista. 100,000 should be cash payment.
Should be cash?
Cash payment. A pay table.
Was there a payment voucher for this?
Yes.
But they were all raised.
Yeah.
So you give the physical cash back to the finance director.
Yes.
Was that authorized by the CEO?
The check was authorized by the CEO.
By the CEO.
Yeah.
Now, so the impress allocation, how does it work in your office?
The impress allocation, by right, it should be maybe if Director of Finance or CEO or the chairman is going for a meeting or any official duties, there should be an impress given to them for them to facilitate that trip.
In all these monies that you were saying, most of which are for impress, who authorizes the impress?
The impress is authorized by the CEO and the Director of Finance.
And Director of Finance?
Yes.
The law did not say the Director of Finance. It says the CEO. But
Yeah.
you work for the Finance Department.
Yes.
Was it the Finance Director who was giving you the impress, or was it the CEO?
These are the checks. So the CEO and the Finance Director will sign.
Both of them will sign.
Yeah.
And it will be in your name.
Yes.
And then do you retire this impress?
Yes, of course. The impress is retired.
So all the vouchers are with you?
Now this one is even oversight because it's only one impress. That's the chairman's impress. So that's $10,000.
What do you mean? What is an oversight?
I said maybe most of the withdrawals are impress. It's not that. It's only one.
No. How can it be an oversight?
Because in my statement,
Yes.
maybe I made an oversight of that.
How? That's my point. How can that be an oversight?
Human. So sometimes we can make errors.
When you spoke to the investigator, you said most of it were impressed. And
Yeah,
now
I
you're saying you have the invoice.
The word must.
Now you are saying you have the invoice. So if we are to scrutinize the invoice at the commission here, at the level of the commission, you now know that we would not see impress, probably only one invoice that will be in relation to an impress.
Mm-hmm.
But then you said most of it were impressed.
Yes, that's why I'm saying that's an oversight.
So what were they for mainly?
No, it's only one impress there, so that's the 10,000. The others are for my per diem night allowances, office expenses, and salaries. Yes.
Office expenses.
Yes.
So what is the level? What is the amount? Is there any maximum amount that your office will have to issue out in relation to impress?
Most of the impress is $10,000.
$10,000.
Yeah.
So the one you have is $10,000.
Yeah, it can be below that too.
Yes. Any questions for him? actually asked.
Yes, your second statement, you have indicated that there were loans taken by council. There were loans taken by council for 15 million from Vista Bank, and 10 million out of this 15 has been repaid. Do you know whether the remaining 5 have been paid?
Can you break it down, please?
Yes, you said in your additional witness statement, you said on the issues related to the lack of a development budget, I know council took loans amounting to 15 million, of which 10 million was from Vista Bank and 5 million from support, and these facilities are being repaid from council revenue. Hence, the loan repayment facility was not projected in the approved budget.
Yes.
Do you know how much has been paid towards this? I keep seeing that this 15 million, you lump it together, even though 2 different institutions gave you this money. Why?
Because it's not budgeted first place, and the Vista Bank give us 10 million, and Supersonic give us 10 million, and the Vista Bank give us 5 million. That amount into $15 million. So,
Okay.
yeah.
How much have been repaid towards these 2 loans? Do you have an idea?
2
Because
loans.
this was in 2021.
2021, I think we put for loan repayment is about 6 million plus.
No, what I mean is, how much? Let me just put it this way: how much is with, how much is the council still owing these banks?
Actually, I cannot know right now.
No. Now, when you do your when you do your budget sessions, who are the parties that are involved in the preparation of the budget?
Can you come again?
I said, who are the people when you are doing towards the end of the year, when you sit to discuss the budget? Who are the people that are involved in the preparation of the budget? You being the principal person.
Yes, we have a budget committee.
Yeah.
It comprises of councillors and planning and engineering and finance committee used to sit and discuss the budget.
So the finance committee, together with people co-opted from the planning unit, are the ones that sit to do the draft budget.
Yes.
What is the role of the CEO in it? And of course, we know the finance director will be involved.
Yes, finance director is part of the finance team. The CEO is the, all the subcommittees of the council. CEO is the chairman, so CEO is part of it.
Okay. Council, you may proceed. Yes,
Mr. Ture.
Yes.
I need some clarifications.
Okay.
You said here that according to your statement, your additional statement, the last paragraph, and the statement ending, it says 15 of which 10 was from Vista Bank, 5 from Supersonic. Said all these facilities are being repaid from the council's revenue. Hence, loan repayment facility was not projected in the approved budget. How can you pay something from your budget which you did not provide for? So they must be taking it from somewhere, because it's council's revenue. You have to pay off your debt. You're telling us that the paying of that debt was not projected in your budget?
No, the 15 million. The 15 million at that time, the time council is in need of this 15 million, that time the 15 million is not projected as a bank loan for that year.
No, he says you said here, let me read it again. These facilities are being repaid from council's revenue. Hence, the loan repayment facility was not projected, not the facility, but the loan repayment facility was not projected in the approved budget.
Yes, for 2021.
Yeah, I'm just saying, how can you pay somebody from your finances when you have not projected it to have it repaid? So where were you taking that monies from?
I said because of they took this 15 million for loan.
No, I understand they took the money, but you are saying the repayment of the loan, you did not factor it in your budget.
Yes, 2021. Yeah.
Yeah. So where were they taking the monies from? And you're saying it's being repaid.
Because if collectors collect money, if they go and deposit it to the bank, the bank will say, okay, fine, council is owing us. So automatically that amount will be sink. The revenue we are collecting,
so then your revenue at the end of the year, you should state that this amount of money was collected but paid towards the loan. You have to have some amount of monies that were paid to Supersonic and Vista.
Yes.
And now you don't know the amount of money that was paid.
No, actually, I don't know.
Okay. I think my other questions are very related to...
Before he proceeds, Mr. Ture, you have stated in your supplementary statement, witness statement, that the 400,000 that was withdrawn by you, 300 was deposited into the Vista bank account for salaries, and the 100,000 was handed over to the Director of Finance. Where was this 400,000 coming from? Was it monies, revenues that are collected by collectors?
No, this 400,000.
400,000.
I believe there is a payment at the trust bank.
There is a what?
There is a money at the trust bank.
Yes.
Because this is trust bank check. So I withdraw that money, 400,000. I don't know actually how council have that 400,000. Whether it's a loan, first-time loan, or it's a government subvention or what. But I took that check and pay 300,000 to Vista and 100,000 for PT2.
But somewhere you have said in your statement, the second paragraph, last line, you said some of this money is to be deposited to council. You believe that they are revenues from collectors. Did you say that?
Yes, that amount is that 50,000 and 26,000. I mean about that.
So,
but the 400,000, that one.
So, is it true that the finance director used to give loans to the council, and that is why you withdraw from his personal account, that is his business account? You sometimes deposit in his business account?
Well, that one actually I cannot abstain there.
You cannot?
I cannot abstain whether the Director of Finance is giving loan to council.
Now, the monies you withdrew from his account, what account was it? Is it a personal account, a business account, or what type of account was it?
That is called, I'll attend to something like that.
So you knew it was his business account?
No, that time I don't know whether it's a business account, because you just give me the check.
As a finance person, somebody gives you a check. You wouldn't know whether it is from council, whether it's a council check or a private check?
No, that one I know it's a private check. It's not council's account. That one I said, I know.
So, but you are also aware that collectors and other staff of the council were doing transactions with the Director of Finance vis-a-vis monies being withdrawn and deposited in his account?
No, I don't know.
Council, you may proceed.
Let me proceed, Council. Mr. Ture, in the budget 2022, if you look at the pages, one of the pages, it states here that pensions and gratuity. You have here estimated 400,000 in 2022. You also have the same, almost the same amount in 2021. Who were you paying this gratuity for?
These are the staffs which have been, if they are pension, the gratuity will be calculated and the audit will verify and we will pay them. Sometimes it's very difficult to prepare a gratuity. There will be areas, the gratuity will be prepared and before we pay those staffs, it takes time.
Okay, because in 2021 is 500,000. In 2022 it's 400,000.
Yeah.
And you still don't. In all, how many staff were being paid gratuity? Because it jumps from 400 to, or from 500 comes down to 400. Do you know? Do you have an idea of who these staff members were?
Well, maybe if I go, I'll check on the gratuity file and see how much, how many staffs have been paying for those gratuities, and yeah.
Okay, it says here on your budget for 2021, it says here rehabilitation of office premises, 800,000. Were you part of this budgetary allocation?
No.
You are not part of this?
No.
You didn't know that they are going to spend 800,000 in the Basse Area Council's office?
Office premises, and that's the allocation at the time of projection. Yes, I was aware, but 800,000 for procurement procedure I was not part of it.
Well, you did not know about the figure?
No.
Okay, coming back to the same 2021, it says here community water system borehole and hand pump, 5 million.
Yes.
You are aware?
5 million in
21, $5 million is.
No, 2021, that time I was not the budget officer.
You were not there in 2021?
No, 2021. No. And 2021 I was there. Sorry. I'm there, and 5 million, yes, 5 million was projected for 2021.
Yes.
Boreholes and hand pump wells.
And what happened?
I think
were those monies used?
I think 7 borehole was dug, but that time I was not able to say. But there are 7 borehole was identified.
And it says here also the expansion of the market at Kobakunda, Sarebojo, and Sarengai, 1.5 million.
Yes.
Are you aware? Were you part of this budget preparation?
Yeah, I was part of it.
And were these monies spent on those 2 projects?
No. There's no budget. There's no expansion. Kobakunda, Sarebojo, they are not.
But it was still left in the budget for 2021.
20 years.
So why was it in 2022 you did not state that it wasn't done?
It was not done, yeah.
Yeah, the reason why I'm asking all of these questions is to see how effective your participation in preparing this budget.
Okay.
Is it that somebody does the budget and you are just named the budget officer? Because a lot of things has gone by you which you don't know, and it's part of the budget.
You know, but the budget process sometimes, this is how to call it, the councillors, the general council and the budget committee and finance subcommittee have to sit and do this kind of projections.
Yeah, but you as being the budget officer should have the final document that was approved by the councillors
General Council, yes.
for you to put and give to the CEO or the finance director to forward it to the ministry for approval.
Yes.
So I'm looking at your participation in terms of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. How much would you rate yourself in the formulation of this budget from 1 to 10?
From 1 to 10.
If you say I participated, what's your percentage of participation?
Maybe 7.
7.
Yeah.
And all of these things are going by you without knowing.
No, these are figures. Sometimes these projections.
But you should tell them if they are spending, whether there is money or no money, as the budget officer.
Yes, I should.
You should.
Yes.
But you never did. And they just go by you and they expend monies.
Because what happened is sometimes we will do this projection.
No. My question is, you said you rate yourself 7, meaning you are really involved.
Yes.
Now.
The time I was the budget officer.
Sorry?
The time I was the budget officer, yes, I'm really involved.
Oh, you are no longer the budget officer?
No, I'm a budget officer.
If you are 70% involved in the budget preparation, if it is time for expenditure, you should be the one who to tell them there is money, there is no money.
Yes, that should be.
But best part of it, from what evidence you have given us, is that you don't know.
Yes, because they
No, so therefore your 7 is not correct.
Oh, okay.
So now that you know your 7 is not correct, how would you rate yourself? 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, 3.
3, from 7 to 3.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Yes, Council.
Yes, I just want to know briefly whether most of these withdrawals, these vouchers you were given, whether they were being pre-audited.
Pre-audited by who?
You tell me by who? You don't know?
The auditor.
You don't know when payments are being made, there has to be pre-auditing done before?
Because the procurement officer should also verify.
Yes.
Yeah, the procurement officer should verify. But
don't you have an internal audit?
yeah, internal auditor, yeah. The internal auditor also should verify.
So, were they done?
Some of the vouchers, the payment will be done, but the internal auditor will not be involved.
Why is that?
Maybe, I don't know, some of the payments will be done, signed and approved by the CEO and the Director of Finance, maybe without the consent of the internal auditor.
Not some, all the ones you've had currently with you,
Yeah.
were they being pre-audited?
No, actually.
So how can we rely on that, on those?
Because internal audit office, there's a lot of issues because the capacity, the internal auditor, what will happen is sometimes they will make payments. After payment, they will just take the voucher to the internal auditor to verify.
And then?
And the internal auditor sometimes will insist and say, okay, fine, I cannot verify this because the payment is already been done.
Speak loud and clearly.
The internal auditor will say, okay, fine, I cannot verify this because the payment is already been done.
Who is the internal auditor?
Farmer Saho.
Saho.
Yes.
So you, in your department, you decide to sideline the internal auditor and not follow any procedure regarding that?
Yes, of course.
And why is that?
Yeah, it's a bad practice, to be honest.
I know, that's why I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm just saying why? Why are you doing that?
Maybe they don't want him to involve.
Maybe?
Maybe they don't want her to be involved in those kind of, or to know anything about those transactions.
But you know that should happen. Is
Yes.
that not the case? But
Yeah.
you will go and execute a check knowing fully well that it has not been being pre-audited.
Yes.
And what would you not really take fault in that?
Yeah,
Are you
that's-
not partly to be blamed in those circumstances?
Yeah, can be partly blamed, yeah.
Because you know you're supposed to do that. So why are you doing that? I now want to understand, because now that you say you have vouchers, of course we are probably the chairperson will instruct that you run those vouchers with our finance individual, but I'm just saying that all these withdrawals that have been made by you, checks being issued in your name, that are supposed to be probably paid to vendors or suppliers. And you know, all this time you knew that this was supposed to be the right way to do it. You know it wasn't supposed to be done in your name. But yet still you have allowed them to put checks in your name.
Yes.
So that's the one issue I have with you, in addition to the rest. And that is why I would not accept that you will say that it's a mistake.
Okay.
Because your qualification, again, you said you are qualified. It's not the case.
Yes.
You have done, is it AAT?
Yes, AAT.
And you're currently at the university.
Yes.
So why would the commissioners want to believe that it's an honest mistake on your side?
Maybe the time I was doing that, I have AAT, but
Louder, please. Speak louder.
I know. That's why I say that's a mistake.
No, I'm just saying, why should we agree or accept? Why should the commissioners become convinced that it's an honest mistake?
I should not. For me, I should not agree to that.
No, you're not listening to me.
Okay.
You said it's a mistake. Is that not the case?
Yes.
That before the checks are not supposed to be put in your name, especially when they're supposed to be paid to vendors and or suppliers or contractors or however you call it. If there's a third party beneficiary, you're not supposed to be the one to execute those checks.
Yes.
And you knew this because you've gone to school for that.
Yes.
And so why did you keep on doing it?
Maybe sometimes the circumstances beyond our control.
What are the circumstances?
As a junior staff,
yes.
Maybe your boss will assign you to do something.
Yes.
You cannot say no to that, so that's it. Sometimes that's what happens.
So.
And sometimes the capacity to, sometimes you may know something, but your boss may authorize you to do A, B, and C. You cannot say no to that.
You are afraid of saying no?
Yes, sometimes.
Because you feel you may be victimized? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
By?
Because sometimes the bosses, whatever.
Who is the boss?
The boss, they are our head of department.
And who's that?
So the CEO, director of finance, sometimes if they assign you to do something, you may be afraid. If you say no, you may be victimized.
Were you in that position before?
Which position?
The one you were explaining, being afraid to say no.
Yes.
So that's why you were agreeing to it.
Yes.
But then you said to us that you told the CEO that is not correct.
Yes, I come to you and say, okay, fine. The way we are going, this is not the best practices. We have to make sure whatever vendors we are paying, he or she,
best practice is one thing.
Should be there. Yeah.
Best practice may even suggest that there are no requirements or guidelines or rules or regulations governing as to how payments should be effected. You know more than I do that it is a law.
Yeah, it's a law.
It is provided for. There is no room for even import practices. There are things that you know should be done, and you should do it.
Yeah.
So the idea that you were junior staff and you are afraid to say no, I don't understand. I don't think that it will sink in me in believing that that should be an excuse.
Okay.
Because there were numerous transactions since 2018, all the way through 2022, and I believe 2023 as well. Numerous transactions. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So again, where does the fault lie in having these $51 million in the finance department, disregarding all rules and regulations? Who do you think should be blamed for this?
I don't get you.
Where does the fault lie in your department, the finance department, making some illegal withdrawals or unlawful withdrawals up to the tune of $51 million or more?
Because we are not following the rules and regulations.
So who do you blame for that?
I blame everybody.
You blame?
From CEO down, I blame everybody for that.
From CEO down.
Yes.
And the issue of the internal auditor, you agree that all payments should be through the internal, should be taken for pre-auditing. You know that already.
Yes.
It's not like someone tells you that, but you know by virtue of your training, this should be the right procedure.
Yes.
But yes, still the checks that were issued in your name were never pre-audited.
Yes.
And still you go ahead and withdraw, make withdrawals.
Yes.
Please, I want to hear your voice louder.
Yes.
Yes. So, again, you are saying it's a mistake?
Yeah, that's why I say it's a mistake, because human beings sometimes we are being bound to make mistakes.
The auditor, that is Ms. Saho, also gave evidence and said that your department, you have questioned her capacity, and you have disregarded her authority or her responsibility as per her functions in relation to conducting pre-auditing. And just like you said here, you only take vouchers to him after making payments already. Is that true?
That's true.
And why is that the case?
Because sometimes the position will be given to you. At the end of the day, they will not give you that maximum respect for that position. They can do whatever they feel like because they think that they are the one who make you to be in that position.
Who are these people you are referring to as they?
Well, the CEO and the Director of Finance.
The CEO and the Director of Finance?
Yes.
So they're the ones that are responsible for all this?
Yes.
So now, do you think it's an issue of respect? Because I don't think it's an issue of respect. Maybe they respect you, or maybe they respect the internal auditor. But do you think it's only an issue of respect? That they know, or they feel they know more than the auditor?
Yeah, but the auditor, maybe...
Is that the only issue?
I didn't get you. Is
it an issue of respect alone, that they don't have respect for her? That is why you are not making any transaction to run through her office for pre-auditing?
No. Maybe the capacity of the internal auditor too.
What is the capacity of the internal auditor?
Maybe her capacity is not that up to that level.
What is her capacity?
Because I believe she don't know the capacity she should run that office.
She doesn't know?
She don't have the capacity to run that office.
That's what you believe?
Yeah.
Is that why you were also not making sure that things are done rightly?
No. This one, sometimes the internal auditor will be there. At the end of the day, they will throw a check and tell you to go and pay this without the passing through the internal auditor.
But you know that's wrong.
It's wrong, yeah. I admit that it's wrong.
You have studied, is it ACCA?
AAT.
Or AAT?
Yeah.
AAT.
Yeah.
You are now studying, is it accounting?
Yes.
Yes. You more than anyone else knew at the time, and still you know that it's wrong.
Yes, it's wrong.
So if they issue out a check in your name, you should not do that.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, but you still keep on doing that. I want to understand the motive behind that. That's why I said it's not only the issue of the capacity of the internal auditor, but in Basse Area Council, even if you have a genius of an accountant, you guys will just conduct some fraudulent actions. It doesn't matter the individual.
Okay.
Do you understand that? Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree.
So it is a matter of corrupt practices and not mainly the capacity of the auditor. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Ture, did you make any, when you are preparing the budget, do you have recourse to look at the previous budget so that you will not replicate some of the mistakes of the previous budget?
Yeah, of course, we have to look at the previous budget.
Yes, Council.
I have no further questions for this.
Now, for 2018, your total withdrawals were 367,700. 367,700. That is your total withdrawal for the year 2018. And these were done in four tranches. On the 11th of October 2018, you withdrew 100,000. On the 29th of October, you withdrew 27,700. On the 31st of October 2018, you withdrew 150,000. On the 1st of November, you withdrew 90,000. So what was this? What were these amounts for?
These amounts, I think there are various payment transactions for the council.
Transaction for the council.
Yeah.
If we ask you to bring us the transaction vouchers for these amounts, will you be able to produce them?
Because what happened in 2018, the vouchers been mixed up because what happened is we have a store where the vouchers are, and they transported vouchers to the CO's resident, and to see those kind of to see those vouchers right now is maybe
They transferred
difficult.
the vouchers to the CEO's
CO's resident, and the vouchers are too mixed up because the old vouchers and the 2018 vouchers, they are all mixed up.
Why is it mixed up?
Because it's the laborers of the council who carry them in the tractor to the CO's resident.
Why were they carried to the CEO's residence?
Because that one, the store, the archive there, they say they want to rehabilitate it to make it as office. That's the time they move those vouchers to the CEO's residence.
So where are the vouchers? They are still at the CEO's office.
Yeah, a CEO's resident, I don't know. Maybe it's going to be very difficult to see those vouchers.
So we will be requesting you produce us with the transactions evidencing these withdrawals and what they are for, since you said they are for the business of the council. Then 2019, please note that these 4 transactions. 11th of October.
11th of October.
Yes, you withdrew the sum of 100,000. 29th of October, you withdrew 27,000. 31st of October, you withdrew 150,000. And the 1st of November, you withdrew 90,000. Giving a total of...
Can you on the 11th of October?
You withdrew 100,000.
Okay.
Did you have the one for 29 October? 29 October?
29 October, okay.
You withdrew 27,700.
27,700.
On the 31st of October, you withdrew 150. And on the 1st of November, you withdrew the sum of 90,000. And the total is 367,700.
1st of November? 1st of November?
November, you
Yes.
withdrew 90,000.
90,000.
So provide the transaction evidence of these withdrawals and what they were for. For 2019, you made 3 withdrawals amounting to 695,000. That is on the 21st of March 2019, you withdrew 17,000, and
24th of March?
21st
Okay.
of March, you withdrew 17,000. The same 21st again, you withdrew 28,000. And on the 25th of October, you withdrew 600 and...
24th again, I withdraw how much?
Pardon?
It's the same 21st?
You withdrew 28,000. The first withdrawal was 17. The second one was 28,000 dollars.
Yes.
And on the 25th of October, you withdrew the sum of 650,000, giving a total of 695,000.
How much? 600?
And 695,000, that is the total you withdrew for 2019. For 2020,
695,000.
Yes.
You said on the 25th. How much I have withdrawn?
On the 25th, you withdrew 650,000.
650,000.
Yes. Now, on the 24th of January 2020, you withdrew the sum of 175,605.
24th of January 2020.
And 17th of July, you withdrew
How much I withdrawn?
175,605.
175,605.
On the 17th of July 2020, you withdrew 26,000.
17th of July.
Oh, okay. I think sorry, the 17th of July was a deposit you made, which was 26. So leave that one out.
Okay.
On the 16th of September,
On the 16th.
you withdrew 44,375.
44,000. Yeah. Okay. That's a great idea.
Yes.
September. How much?
And
16,000. On the 16th of.
44,375.
44,000. 44,000.
375.
Okay.
Then 2020, you made two withdrawals. 8th of September, 8th September 2021, you withdrew 400,000. 21st of September, you withdrew 7,500.
24th.
21st,
Okay. 21st of September.
yes, you withdrew 7,500. And for 18th of May 2022, you withdrew 30,000, giving a total of 1,720,180,000.
30,000. Huh?
Pardon?
You say total of.
Total of 1,720,180. Now for 2023, February you withdrew the sum of 13,492.
2023.
2023. 1st of March, you withdrew 7,500.
1st of March.
Yes, 7,500, and same 1st of March again you withdrew 7,500.
Okay.
Now the total withdrawals for 2019 for the EcoBank account, you withdrew a total of 32,809 $889,000. $32,889. Sorry.
32,000.
889.
800.
So you give us the transaction details of all that for EcoBank.
32,889.
89.
Okay.
32,889. That was for the year ending 2020.
That's 2020.
Yes. For Vista Bank, your withdrawals for 2019 amounted to 75,000. These were in 3 transactions.
2019.
Yes. Oh, okay. Sorry, it's 2021. 2021 for Vista Bank.
2021.
Yes, for Vista Bank, withdrawals you made. There are 3 transactions. The first one was 19th April 2021, that's 50,000. The same 19th of April 2021, 5,000.
5,000.
30th of July 2021, 15,000. And 26th of August, 5,000, which gives you a total of 75. Now, Mr. Ture, it has been indicated that you are among those also that facilitated so much the cash transaction, because you are always given to withdraw from the bank and give part of the money to the finance director, the former finance director, Lamin Suso. Is that correct?
Who said?
I said, it has been said, somebody said
Yes.
that you are part of those people that encourage there's so much cash transaction
Uh-huh.
as a finance person,
Mhm.
instead of you directing or advising council to reduce cash transaction,
Mhm.
you understand, you encourage it because you were working with Lamin Suso, because you withdraw money and give him part of the money that you've withdrawn in the name of transacting for salaries and payment of allowances.
No, that's not true.
It's not true.
No, no.
You did not do that.
No, no.
Now, this 51,400 that you withdrew from the business account of Lamin Suso,
Mhm.
what was it about?
His personal, he used to send me, can you withdraw this money for me? If I withdraw, I come and give it to him.
So he would just send you to go and withdraw the money,
Yeah, it's for
From
his
his
personal.
account?
Yeah, his personal.
and he will not give you anything.
No, no, no.
So you did not know what this 51,400 was for.
No, 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 I cannot.
But there is evidence that he asked you to withdraw this money from his account to do services of the council. Is that not the case?
No, no, no. He never assigned me to withdraw any money from his account to do any service for council.
So what was this 51,400 for?
It's his personal money. If I withdraw money, he will send me to the bank. If I withdraw the money, I will come and give it to him. So, but it's not like a service of the council.
But are you aware
I don't know
that
how
he
he's
used to,
spending it.
Are you aware that he used to give the council loans?
No, I was not aware of that.
You are never aware of that fact?
No, loan.
Did you go through the system audit?
System audit, no, I'm not privy to see that.
Yeah? Pardon?
I don't see the system audit, the report.
You've not seen the report?
No, no, no.
As a budget officer?
I don't see
Of
the
the
report.
council?
Maybe I will check on it. But the soft copy,
So, how would you know what were the issues raised with respect to the financial activities of the council if you did not read the system audit?
because this is the problem. Sometimes if this kind of reports came and they will not share these reports, most of the reports will not be shared, and you will not even know what are some of the queries in that report also.
But as the budget officer of the council, is it not your business to have requested for the soft copy or even the hard copy for you to acquaint yourself with the issues raised in that budget, in that report,
I should,
to allow you to remedy some of the issues or the
yeah.
problems?
Yes, I should.
So because it's not your concern, you don't bother?
No, it's our concern. It should be my concern.
Yes. Any more questions?
Yes, just to remind him to bring, he has said he has the invoices with him for 2020 all the way to 2022, is that correct?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Yes, and the ones from 2018 as well. So basically...
No, 2018 is not there.
Yeah, but we will requesting you to submit all invoices. And then I will will apply that the chair temporarily discharge the witness, so that when we, upon receiving the invoices accordingly,
Okay.
if we need him, we will call him back.
Okay.
As a commissioner's
and,
place.
and for these monies that you've withdrawn and transacted for and on behalf of the council, if you don't, we may also want to see the cash book in the event that, you understand, you cannot trace the vouchers, but I know the vouchers will be available, because for each transaction that you are doing for the council, you must raise a voucher to be able to do the transaction. So please note that you can also provide us with the cash book.
Yeah, maybe
for
the,
those transactions.
the cash book, but if some of the vouchers I'm 100% sure, maybe I will not be able to see it. But the voucher, the main cash book will be
You've
available.
got to endeavor to try, because these monies you have withdrawn. We need to see where these monies were put vis-a-vis with the services of the council.
Okay. All right.
Because that is what you told us, that you withdrew these monies for the purpose of running the services of the council.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Now, looking at the budget and the anticipated revenue, and also the actual revenue that the council collects, do you think it should have run into the problems it is now facing? Looking at the facts now, the monies you generate as a council, do you think you should be in this problem now?
Yes, of course, because the loan we took is too much, and we cannot able to repay those loans and try to run the situation of the council where personal emoluments and the salaries. So it's very difficult sometimes, because our peak period for collection mostly start with January to maybe June.
But before
July, August, and we have issues for collection.
No, maybe you did not get my question. Let me rephrase the question. I said the revenue that you project and the actual revenue you earn from council. Do you think if you use that money prudently, you will have these problems?
If we use it prudently, no, we should not have problem.
Yes, because if you do a proper planning and you do a realistic budget, you should be able to know how much loan you are supposed to take from the bank.
Yes.
To allow you service it without having a problem.
Problem, yes.
Is that not the case?
Yes, that's the case.
So it is as a result of, what is it as a result? Is it as a result of bad management or bad planning? Or both?
Both.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I believe this is after 4. Are there any questions? So you are discharged.
Okay.
We will expect to have this Yes, I am informed that you have some documents to tender. Where are they?
That's about the redeployment.
Is this the only document?
About the budget for 2023, I have the soft copy, but my laptop is not here, so I'll try and provide
give
it.
it to him. Because it's not the original.
Where is the original copy of this document? The original copy of the document.
The original copy?
Yes.
Okay, maybe if I go, I will just try to see it. If I see it, I'll bring it.
Honorable Commissioners, I applied to tender I beg your pardon. A letter with the heading PFM recommends for the recruitment of budget officer and internal auditor, addressed to the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Lands and Regional Government, dated the 17th of October 2020, written by Usman Toure, the CEO of Basa Area Council, into evidence as an exhibit. It's a photocopy.
So please note that you are to submit to us the original of this letter.
Okay.
The letter dated 17th of October 2020, addressed to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry for Lands and Regional Government, Quadrangle Banjul, with the caption, PFM recommends for the recruitment of budget officer and an internal auditor. It is signed by Usman Toure, CEO of Basa Area Council. Is hereby admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/OT/BSAC/002.
As the Commission places.
Put all this in the... Are there any further documents that you have here with you?
Well, no, I will cross-check these things. once you tell me to tender, if I see them, I'll pack them and I'll bring them out.
All right. So you are hereby discharged, but as and when we believe we require you to clarify certain issues for us, we will call you, but endeavor to get us this documents we have requested from you by next week, Friday.
Next week, Friday.
All right?
All right.
Thank you. We may rise.